now we're shifting our focus to the developments taking place at the top court where the SIR hearing is going to take place. I'm given to understand the breaking input is that the Supreme showdown over SIR is currently underway. Mamata Banerjee's lawyer arguing in the Supreme Court as we speak, presenting their arguments as far as the SIR is concerned. Remember, Mamata Banerjee had earlier made a special request to present her case in the court. As far as the arguments are concerned, Justice Bagchi is talking about how they were informed that the details are on the website. CJI says, yes, to the extent the person should know is fine. Only thing is the mode in which they are informed. Let me go across to Bhavtosh, Shivam and Priyank, my colleagues who are joining us on the broadcast with more details. Bhavtosh, the hearing is currently underway. Mamata Banerjee's lawyers arguing in the Supreme Court. Can you tell us about the arguments that are taking place at the moment, the points that are being highlighted?
Yes, Swati. In fact, Mamata Banerjee entered the courtroom, the Court of Chief Justice, which is presently hearing this matter, and she came at around 10 in the morning. And Shyam Dewan is the counsel for Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee has so far not made any arguments on behalf of the petitioner. She herself is the petitioner. Now, Shyam Dewan has said that the number of days left for final publication of the electoral roll is 11 days till 14th of February. Only 4 days left to complete the hearing. Number of unmapped voters is 32 lakhs or 3 million plus. Logical discrepancies is around 3.26 crore rupees, 20% of total electorate. Now, as far as logical discrepancies are concerned, what it means is that some individuals in Bengal do write their name as Bandyopadhyay or in some cases as Banerjee, and in other cases they have said that if once someone gets married, they carry their own surname, or in some cases they carry their husband's surname. Now, Shyam Dewan has also said that notices are delayed even if we get notices. The reason is not specified by the Election Commission. In the hearing that is taking place, Shyam Dewan, the senior advocate, has also said that the Election Commission of India has to upload the reason for citing each of the names in the logical discrepancy list. After the directions of this court, name, age, gender is there, and in reason is only D and M. No reasons are given, to which, as you rightly said, that Justice Bagchi has said that we were informed that it is on the website.
Right. Let me bring in Priyank as well. Now, Mr. Dewan also pointing out that the final publication of the electoral rolls is going to take place on the 14th of Feb. Very little time left is the argument that they're presenting, because number of unmapped voters, and these are all the details and data that is being presented by Mr. Dewan. He says there are 32 lakh voters who are unmapped. So there are discrepancies. There are logical discrepancies.
Yes, certainly, Swati, and they have also quoted that till 4th of February, like today, only 11 days are left. And that too, the working days are very less. They have been talking about that why minor spelling mistake has also been quoted as a major discrepancy, and those individuals have not been informed. Justice Dewan also stated that we have got to know that their reasons have been uploaded, but what West Bengal government CM's lawyer has been trying to point out, that the mode in which this communication has to be done is certainly a questionable thing. So the short time period, point which has been apprised to the court is certainly to expedite this particular process. We know that Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of the state, came to the apex court around 10 o'clock. She thought that the court will be taking up this matter in an urgency, thinking that she's the Chief Minister. But due process was followed, and her matter is being heard when the exact time has come, and after the sequence is also important to be seen, where she has been given the time period as a normal petitioner whose matter was listed for the day. So the argument is still continuing before the court, and the court has been apprised by the lawyers, Shyam Dewan, that this is a matter related to minor discrepancy, and minor spelling mistake has also been pointed out as a major discrepancy. A few more pointers which we are getting to know, that ECI must specify discrepancy. So Mamata Banerjee's lawyer is trying to tell you to the court that the ECI has not pointed out all the discrepancy, because of which the names have been mentioned and not been mentioned in this particular list. And they have also said that the delay in the notice is certainly something which is going to play a major factor in the upcoming election. Mamta has not yet argued personally. So what update we are getting that since we have been getting information from the legal team of Mamata Banerjee that she is a law graduate and she is very much capable enough to argue before the court.
Right.
And in fact, before she came to the national capital, she had also written multiple poems which has been communicated to the people.
Right.
So
but as of now, we don't till now we don't have any information on she representing the case or making any arguments. Let me go across to Shivam. Mamata Banerjee's team looking for an urgent direction from the Supreme Court. That's what Mr. Devan said. Some urgent orders are required.
Exactly, Swati. And from the initial arguments that have been given, it seems like they are currently focusing on the logistical issue. They are saying if 20% of the electorate is still under the logical discrepancies, how will you make sure that they all are heard in such a small time? And B, why there has not been any specific reason given. The advocate for Mamata Banerjee for West Bengal clearly states that the earlier order of Supreme Court clearly mentions that you need to explain the reason of logical discrepancies, but in a lot of cases, A, the discrepancies have not been mentioned, B, the notices to all these people have been issued late. So we have very less time left. And after that, if there are, notices being given on a very short time, how will you make sure that all these people who maybe are genuinely voters, but their names have been, struck off because of certain small minor discrepancies, they are not getting enough time to represent themselves, to tell the evidence, to give the evidence to the Election Commission and finally get enrolled. This is what the argument that Mamata Banerjee has been making from last 2 days as well. That through micro observers, through all these administrative part, the Election Commission, along with the help of BJP, is just trying to avoid all these situations so that they can get a reason in the end to delete all these voters. And in the Supreme Court as well, the initial arguments coming from the petitioner side also says the same thing, that with 20% of the electorate still mentioned and then the logical discrepancies, why there have been no earlier notices sent and why there has not been given adequate time for them to represent themselves.
Okay, let me bring in Bhavtosh. This is now there was this point raised by Mamata Banerjee that for minor discrepancies also notices are being sent to people, that they are being called to the Election Commission's office, and the Election Commission has responded to that, Bhavtosh. Election Commission has first denied all the charges, says whatever notices have been sent out, they all contain reasons, and minor spelling mistake is not treated as a discrepancy.
Yes, that's a very important point that the Election Commission of India has made. They have said that adequate reasons have been given why issuing notices to any individual whose names are missing. Now, what Mamata Banerjee in her petition that has been filed today has done is that the process operates arbitrarily, disproportionately, and impacts women, particularly women voters, particularly those whose surnames have changed post-marriage, as well as voters with common spelling variations such as Roy and Ray, Ganguly and Ganguly, and also Datta and Datta, as in like DUTTA and DATTA. Now, this is what she has said in her petition. The hearing is still going on. Importantly, in her stay that has taken place, that happened from Monday till today, she has leveled very serious charges against Election Commission of India. Though Election Commission of India has said that she was given adequate time to make representation.
And as we speak, Bhavtosh, as we speak, I'm given to understand that Mamata Banerjee has begun her submissions. Priyank, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, earlier made this request. Now she is making her submissions.
Yes, Sati Swati, it's a historic moment in the history of the apex court judicial system that any of the Chief Minister of the state who is a serving Chief Minister would be arguing before the court, and in fact it has just begun. Mamata Banerjee has told it to the court and also to the opponent lawyers where she is arguing that we are not getting justice. We had sent 6 letters to the Election Commission of India. So this is for the first time Mamata Banerjee, the serving Chief Minister of the state of West Bengal, is arguing before the court, and that's what we have been telling to our viewers, that it's going to be a very historic moment when any of the serving Chief Minister of the state would be arguing before the court. While talking about Mamata Banerjee, she is a law graduate from the year 2003 and she had pursued a course, and after getting her degree, she was still serving as the Chief Minister of the state. But this degree is certainly going to play an important factor when she'll go back to West Bengal, and she'll be talking to her individuals, those voters, those people, those individuals from the state of West Bengal, that I have confronted everyone whosoever was responsible for this process. I have made my personal submissions before the apex court. So you can imagine the kind of weightage she will get whenever she'll go to the voters. While the pointers which is being sent by our senior colleague from the court, the CGI to Mamata Banerjee and the state of West Bengal has the CGI to Mamata Banerjee has stated that the state of West Bengal has filed a writ petition. Sybil appears once the Divan, also the best lawyer for you. The CGI is also talking about that today in your petition some additional issues have been flagged. So it's a one-on-one communication which is happening in between the Chief Minister of the state of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, and the CGI. It's an important hearing, and the details are still coming up.
Right. So Mamata Banerjee has become the first sitting Chief Minister to argue in the Supreme Court. Shivam, she in fact had written a petition, and in the petition she said that she knows about ground reality. She's aware of ground realities, and so her appearance in person would actually assist the court in effective adjudication of the case. And now Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, is making her arguments in the court.
Exactly, Swati. In fact, Mamata Banerjee said that she has written 6 letters to the Chief Election Commissioner office, but she did not get any response. Remember, this was the same stance that she maintained when she came out of the, of the meeting of the Election Commission as well just 2 days back, to which the Chief Justice of India has clearly stated to her that we will make sure that no innocent person who has a rightful, who has the right to vote should not be omitted or edited from the list. This is what the CGI has said to Mamta, and he has also said that a genuine person must get the right to vote. So the court has also highlighted the earlier petitions as well. Remember, Dola Sain and Derek O'Brien were the original petitioner under which the hearing earlier has also happened. At that time also there were certain guidelines given to both the state government as well as the ECI, be it publication of all the names of the people whose name were struck off as the logical discrepancies. And today as well, the court has reminded Mamata Banerjee when she was arguing, she was putting her stance forward that they are not getting justice. They rightfully made her remind that yes, this has been going on for quite a long time now. She also has all the assets. She also have all the judges, all the lawyers along their side who will represent her side as well. And the CGI has clearly said that we will make sure that nobody who has rightful ear to vote for the country, to represent they represent should not be omitted. So these are certain strong remarks coming in while Mamata Banerjee is still putting her stance forward in the apex court.
Right. Let me bring in Bhavtosh. Mamata Banerjee, while making her submission, in her opening remarks says we are not getting justice, and there are some assurances coming in from the CGI on the discrepancy, saying that the court will ensure no innocent rightfully entitled person is left out.
Yes, Swati, in fact, that's what her stance has been right from Monday when she came here. She called the Chief Election Commissioner of India as landlord, called herself as a slave, and said that she will move an impeachment motion against Gyaneshwar, calling him as someone who is virtually a stooge for BJP. She also said that she will take help of Congress and left. Having said that, she said that she would not have any kind of truck with the Congress and left when it comes to fighting the election. Now, what the Chief Justice of India has said is that we will ensure, quote unquote, we will ensure that just because of local dialect spelling mistakes of name, no one is excluded. Now, that's what we have said. That's what we have been saying, that the logical discrepancies as far as this case is concerned, there are some problems that are happening, is that the manner in which surnames are written on the voter list, many people are being excluded. Case in point is Bandyopadhyay. In some cases, Bandyopadhyay is written as Banerjee. In some cases, Chattopadhyay is written as Chatterjee. That's what TMC is pointing out, that over a period of time, several voters are being excluded only because of the spelling mistakes. Now, that Chief Justice of India has now said that they will ensure that because of these dialects or because of these minor mistakes, the voters would not be deleted or would not be out of the voter list. Mamata Banerjee has also said, I will just quote what Harish has said, is that, may I explain that I'm from that state. I'm here because of your kindness. My regards to the bench. Thank you very much. Humble regards to opposing lawyers also. problem is when everything is finished, when we are not getting justice, when justice is crying behind the doors, then we thought we are not getting justice anywhere. I have written letters to the Election Commission of India. I'm very less important person. I'm not fighting for my party, but I have come because voters are being deleted. Mamta, to Chief Justice of India, I want to submit some photos. SIR process only for deletion, not for inclusion. Now that's very important. She has said that the entire process of SIR is for deletion, not for submission, not for
That's a big
getting
charge.
more
That's a big
voters.
charge
Now,
being
that's what
levelled by Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Priyank, in the court as well. We've heard her making these statements outside the court, of course, but today in the hearing as well, representing the arguments, Mamata Banerjee says this is a process for deletion, not inclusion.
Yeah, Swati, let's tell you to our viewers what is the key takeaway of the hearing which has just begun just a short while back. Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of the state of West Bengal, is appearing before the court as a petitioner for those individuals whose name have been deleted, and matters basically pertaining, as Bhavtosh was rightly saying, that it is regarding minor spelling being used as a major discrepancy and their names being put in on that particular list. The ECI has responded and they have said that a minor spelling mistake has not been treated as a major discrepancy. So the ECI has also put forward this stand. Then comes Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of the State of Bengal, where she is maintaining that I have come here because we have been crying to seek justice. We have written 6 of the letters to the Election Commission of India, but no result has come up. That's why, after thanking everyone who was present in the court from all the parties, from the defense lawyer, from the prosecution line, as well as to the court, she has stated that we want justice, and I'm not fighting for any particular party or neither for the party. I've come here for the people of West Bengal. So during that particular time period, she has also mentioned that I have got some photographs, pictures, which is a part of electronic evidence. So now the case is getting more important, where the Chief Minister herself is not arguing as a petitioner. Apart from the petition copy which has been submitted before the court, which has now become a document which is available on the websites, it is also important to notice that she is also producing electronic evidence, knowing the fact that she has a total law and order machinery in hand. She has the party workers who have been working for her. So over the period of last few months, she has managed to gather few evidences which is being produced before the court. So Mamata Banerjee has not come here empty-handed. She has all those documented work. She has the letters which have been sent to the ECI countering to that. She has also got all these photographs which is being submitted before the court.
Absolutely. As far as it being a process of deletion is concerned, the Election Commission maintains that duplicate voters are being deleted, those who've passed away are being deleted, and Mamata Banerjee says that genuine voters are also being deleted. She says this is not about inclusion, it's about only deletion. So the argument continues. Mamata Banerjee is still making her submissions.